What do you get if you cross jiu-jitsu with a car? You get CAR JITSU. No, seriously, you get CAR JITSU. I'm not joking, you get CAR JITSU. But anyway, let's get on with the video. So there's a new competition format that's just come out of Russia. And as always, there's a crazy element to it. Now this idea does have wheels. A jiu-jitsu competition inside a car. But there's a lot to learn from this format of fighting. So as always, I'm going to break this down into 3 main tactics that will turbocharge your defensive game. So keep watching.
Oh my God!
3 tactics that work exceptionally well within a car. And the first has to be using the seatbelt to strangle people. Yes, the seatbelt to strangle. Yes, I did say that. To strangle. And it's no different to choking someone with a gi. Normally when you've got a gi, you can use the lapel as a rope, wrap it around someone's neck, and you can choke them unconscious. Well, the seatbelt's even better. It's longer and you can wrap it and it's got the length. So when you're watching this, one of the things you'll notice is the length of the seatbelt being pulled out and wrapped around someone's neck and choking with them is such an effective weapon. What this teaches us is that the seatbelt on the interior of a car could be used effectively to trap someone's arms, to choke and strangle them, or just to restrict their movement. Good area to focus on is using the seatbelt, but more importantly, learning how to defend when someone's choking you with the seatbelt. Second one, use the space within the car to confine and restrict their movement. Using the foot welds, the space under a steering wheel, even the steering wheel itself does make it difficult for your attacker to move against you. Confined spaces give you the opportunity and can be to your advantage to dominate your attacker. So if you can cram your bad guy into the crevices of the interior of a car, being the footwell, the steering column, any aspect of it, it actually makes for an effective environment in which to fight. One of the takeaways from this is the way that the fighters use the seats and the crevices between the seats to restrict their opponent's movements. Another valid tactical idea to take away. So this shows us that you don't have to accept the limitations of being in a confined space. You still have the ability to fight. Tactically, if you can drive your aggressor into a small confined space within the car, you stand a better chance of dominating the fight. The third effective fighting tactic has to be using the window frames. Now, as strange as that sounds, using the edge of the frames as a point of leverage is ideal in a fighting scenario. Not only can you smash someone's head against it, but you can use it to lever their joints. You've only got to watch this many times in these films and you'll see how effective it is. So you can use the window frames as a point of leverage and control. Force someone's joints against those openings, and this restricts their movement and inflicts pain. Using the door frame to create leverage to attack is a brilliant idea. You can apply so much pressure to the joint, being the wrist to the elbow, even to the head. Combined striking, you've got an effective environment in which to defend yourself. Just imagine you have great taekwondo legs. You wouldn't be able to throw your legs around in this space. So learning how to use your environment, your hands, and how to grapple within such a small space has to be an ideal way to go. Having said that, I would love to see this with strikes and weapons, because that ultimately would give you a perfect training environment to test your skills. So what's the takeaway? Well, this competition format, not only is it great for self-defense, but it does give us clear tactics on how to fight and defend ourselves within a confined space such as a car. Use the environment is one thing, but the actual physical tactic of getting on top and using top pressure to trap and control your attacker within a certain space is an ideal way to learn how to fight and defend yourself, especially within a car. What we learn from these videos is that taking a top dominant position not only gives you a physical strategy, but can even out the differences between size, strength, and aggression. Now, this may not be a big spectator sport. A load of people standing around staring into a car. Very weird. But I will say it does have wheels and it can go far. Thanks for watching.